2 and 1/6 minus 1/4. So when we're subtracting fractions, we need our denominators to be the same. 12 is in both the 6 and the 4 times table, so we can use 12 as our common denominator. 6 times 2 is 12, 1 times 2 is 2. Now 4 times 3 is 12, 1 times 3 is 3. So we can rewrite our question. Instead of 2 and 1/6, we can have 2 and 2/12, and instead of subtracting 1/4, we can subtract 3/12. But now we have a problem. If we look at our fractions, we're subtracting 3/12 from 2/12, and when this happens, we need to exchange with our whole number. So what we can do is take 1 away from our whole number, so 1 less than 2 is 1, and that means that we can add the denominator to the numerator. 12 plus 2 is 14, so instead of 2 and 2/12, we can have 1 and 14/12. We're subtracting 3/12, so now if we subtract the fractions, 14/12 minus 3/12 is 11/12, and we have 1 minus no whole number here, so we keep the 1, and our answer is 1 and 11/12. Now 2 and a half minus 2/3. So we need our fractions to have common denominators, and 6 is in both the 2 and the 3 times table, so we can use 6 as our common denominator. 2 times 3 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. So we can rewrite our question. Instead of 2 and a half, that's 2 and 3/6, and instead of subtracting 2/3, we can subtract 4/6. But again, we have a problem because the fraction we're subtracting is larger than the fraction in our mixed number. So here we're going to need to exchange 1 whole for 6 more sixths. So instead of 2, we have 1, and instead of 3/6, because we can add the denominator to the numerator, 6 plus 3 is 9, so we have 1 and 9/6. We're subtracting 4/6, so if we subtract the fractions, 9/6 minus 4/6 is 5/6, and then 1 minus nothing is 1, so our answer is 1 and 5/6. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. If you're a teacher or a parent, then please subscribe or go to keystage2maths.com to download resources for this lesson and many more. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.